Hello friends. Today I am going to show you top 5 shooting games that you can easily run in your low-end PC with a minimum RAM of 2 GB. So let's begin the countdown. First game in list is Crysis 3. Crysis 3 is a 2013 first-person shooter video game developed by Crytek and published in 2013 by Electronic Arts. Crysis 3's story revolves around Prophet, a nanosuit holder who is on a quest to take revenge on the Alpha Ceph, the leader of the Ceph alien race. The game's story serves as the end of the Crysis trilogy. Gameplay revolves around the use of the nanosuit, which grants players a variety of abilities such as being invisible. When encountering enemies, players can defeat them by using guns or a compound bow, utilizing explosives like grenades and C4, or by performing a melee attack. Performing certain movements takes up energy from the nanosuit, the armor worn by Prophet. Some abilities are not available for players to perform or utilize if the nanosuit's energy is too low. They must wait until energy is refilled. As a result, players are tasked to manage the use of the energy. The game's artificial intelligence was updated, allowing enemies to react more quickly to players' attacks. Enemies can take cover when attacked, and can employ strategy to assist and support each other against attacks. Second game in the list is Hitman Absolution. Hitman Absolution is a stealth game in which the player assumes the role of a hitman named Agent 47. Presented from a third-person perspective, the gameplay centers around completing set objectives within a series of levels. Objectives can range from simply reaching the end of the level, to eliminating specific individuals. The players choose how to complete each level, taking branching paths to get to a target or location. Players may use pistols, bottles or bricks, assault rifles, shotguns, fiber wire, or steel pipe against enemies if opting for the action-oriented approach, or avoid enemies altogether, not being seen, using disguises, blending into the environment, and only attacking the set targets, if using the stealth-oriented approach. Agent 47 also has the instinct ability that lets the player monitor enemies more easily. Third game in the list is Battlefield Bad Company 2. Battlefield Bad Company 2 is a first-person shooter video game developed by the Swedish firm EA DICE and published by Electronic Arts. While Bad Company 2 is primarily a first-person shooter, it follows other games in the series by allowing the player to control certain vehicles, including ATVs, APCs, tanks, and helicopters. On foot, players are given access to a variety of real-world small arms such as assault rifles and machine guns. Players can also jump, crouch, and sprint. They can carry one primary weapon in a pistol in multiplayer, or two primary weapons in single-player, as well as grenades and other equipment. Bad Company 2 heavily emphasizes destructible environments. Large sections of most buildings can be destroyed by explosives, and some walls and fences break down under barrages of bullets, with the game's physics engine realistically simulating the destruction. Fourth game in the list is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Modern Warfare 3 is a first-person shooter video game much like its predecessors. Modern Warfare 3 received positive reviews from critics, with praise for its gameplay, campaign, and multiplayer, although there was some criticism for its story and lack of innovation. It won the award for Best Shooter at the 2011 Spike Video Game Awards. The game's campaign follows Modern Warfare 2 and begins right after the events of its final mission. Similar to Modern Warfare 2, it is centered around the Task Force 141, which contains Captain Price, Soap McTavish, and Yuri, one of the playable characters. Alongside the Delta Force and Special Air Service, they hunt Vladimir Makarov, antagonist of Modern Warfare 2, a Russian terrorist who leads the Russian Ultranationalist Party. He leads several terror attacks across Europe, triggering a large-scale war between the ultranationalists and friendly forces. For the game's multiplayer mode, new mode types and kill-streak choices were brought in. Improvements were also made to the mode that solved issues that appeared in Modern Warfare 2. Fifth game is Ghost Recon. Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon: Future Soldier is a third-person tactical shooter video game developed and published by Ubisoft. The campaign has settings such as Bolivia, Zambia, Nigeria, Pakistan, Russia, and Norway. Pulling the left trigger causes the over-the-shoulder view to zoom in, allowing for more precise aiming. Clicking on the right analog stick causes the game to switch to a first-person camera, which lets the player look down the iron sights. Some cover can be partially destroyed, forcing players to seek other hiding spots. While taking cover, players can be suppressed by machine gun fire, which takes the effect of narrowing and shaking the player's field of vision, making it harder to return fire. A new feature in the series is adaptive camouflage, which allows the ghosts to become partially invisible. In the game, it is explained that the processing power doesn't exist yet for the camouflage to keep up with quick movements, so it is only active when the player moves slowly. It's enabled automatically when the player crouches, and disengages when running, firing or taking damage.
I try to work on everything and my flaws, 'cause I got everything.